Predictions are open for a couple of minutes. Good luck. Good luck, as I just announced it in the chat. Predictions open. Beautiful. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Hardlead, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, representing CranKy Gaming, as a drone is being sent across the map. It is herO. And here we go. The drone is on the way. Dark, he is very fond of going for a hatch block or even a proxy hatch. And we're just lying in wait here, ready to go in. And there we go. We have the proxy hatch on the way. This has been, if you've been watching Dark over the past 2-3 months, Dark is very fond of this in this matchup, especially when there is no ramp leading into the natural, which is very prevalent in this map pool. We saw it a lot in the previous map pool on maps like Ancient Cistern, Gressvan, for example. And here in the current map pool, ramps leading into the natural are that much more uncommon. So Dark is committing to some cheese. Let's go. Proxy hatch here outside the bases of herO. herO still in the dark. He does scout, he does check, he does see. herO knows. He's now aware of what's going on. Now, herO has defended against this in the past. This is not the first time that Dark has proxied herO. herO ideally is going to be working on a forge behind this for cannons. Looks like he's skipping the forge and relying on gateway units instead. So a very greedy maneuver here from herO. We can see that herO, he's also denying the expansion of Dark. Pylon has been thrown down. He's forcing Dark to commit. Spawning pool is finishing. Again, this wasn't a 12 pool alongside this, but Lings are on the way. Queens as well. Queens are on the way as well. Again, Dark, he wants that. Being denied that expansion over and over again. That's a lot of damage being done. We do have 2 Zealots. Roach Warren's on the way. Dark, again, he's doubling down. But this hatchery, it's gonna fall. There's no saving it. There's no saving this base. A couple of Lings do trickle into the main. Queen does not pop out. Dark, I do think that he's trying to preserve this larva as best he can. Lings are on the way. Can we morph in some? It's gonna be close. Can we morph through it? We can. Roaches, they're in production. Can we get 2 more? We can. There we go. Roaches are on the way, just barely in time before the creep does recede. Lings are waiting as well. We're waiting for the roaches, then we can collapse on this. It's going to be close. Roaches just now popping. We need to go in. Roaches have arrived so far. Good kiting here from Dark. He comes in from behind as well. The Lings do dive. And can he get the adepts? Oh, he gets barely not. Doesn't get the adepts, does save that Roach though, morphing it into a Ravager. Ling speed is on the way, and Dark keeps flooding across the map with Speedlings. We got Roaches, Ravagers, and Speedlings. herO trying to defend back at home. We have a shield battery, second shield battery on the way. That's not a lot to work with. God, I can't believe that one adept is still alive. Is still alive here. As Dark is amassing more Lings, more Ravagers. Oh. Pile's going to be threatening that wall. Again, 2 Ravagers not going to be enough here. So many shield batteries. We are holding the line. We avoid the battles once again. We're up to 3, soon to be 5 Stalkers. Dark just does not have enough to break through. Not yet. There we go. 3rd Ravager on the way. We are getting damage done at least to that Cyber Core. But this is looking better and better for herO as time goes on. He's building up that sword count. GG gets called. herO shuts this down. And herO will take game number 1. Let's go. GG again. Dark wasn't really intending to go all in with that. He was forced all in. If you saw Dark, he was trying to expand behind it. There's a reason why Dark didn't 12 pull alongside it. Otherwise, we would have been seeing a bigger commitment there. And yeah, Dark was just forced into a really awkward position where he didn't really want to go all in. It was a little bit awkward as a result, and herO shut it down. Very nicely done. Very nicely done there out of herO, keeping a cool, calm, and collected head. Really nice control, micro, shield batteries finishing up, of course, and yeah, Dark, he just ran out of steam. Ran out of steam. Here we go. Now we're getting into our next game. Heading into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our South Korean Zerg player, our Red Zerg, representing CranKy Gaming. Down in this series, we're going to fight back. It is Dark. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, representing CranKy Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is herO. Here we go. See down in chat. I tuned back into Proxy Hatch. What the heck? Thorn is just memeing, by the way. It's standard play, quote-unquote standard for Dark. Dark very commonly goes for Proxy Hatches in ZVP. That is true. Very true. But that is only akin to Dark. Like the other top tier Zerg players like Solar, Raynor, Serral, even players like DRG, for example, they don't go for Proxy Hatches whatsoever. It is very unique and very akin to Dark specifically, just because he's one of the more aggressive and more adventurous Zerg players out there. It's what makes him a little bit more unique and a little more fun to watch. Even Shin, who's known for also being an aggressive Zerg player in Korea, doesn't necessarily go for this too often. And there it is, once again, Proxy Hatch. This time, going to be a hatch block. So there's going to be a double hatch opener here from Dark into his gas. As we mentioned before, this is very common from Dark. He is very, very fond of going for hatch blocks whenever he can. This is just a way to delay the economy. This is not aggressive. This is not all in. This is just a way to try to disrupt the opener of the Protoss. Thank you so much, Zagreus. Thank you for the Twitch Prime 3 months. Gracias, papi, gracias. Roddy just reminded me that I have this. Oh, I mean, we don't really mention that, but I guess if you have Twitch Prime, you know, it's if you want to support us, you can. We do send out replay packs to all of our subscribers on Discord, and we also have plenty of emotes as well. Thank you for the support. Always do appreciate it. As Zealots are moving out, we force a cancel in this space. From here, Dark typically tries to go for a gas steal. We'll see if he can get away with it though, as probes are on the move. Dark going for that gas, guys. A hero's in position, takes the gas, and will not allow Dark to steal it. Again, this is not herO's first rodeo. Across the map, Dark again taking his expansions. We have Queens on the way, Link Speed as well. Now, the dangerous thing here for Dark is that, of course, he has to deal with these Zealots. Like, he forced out Zealots from herO because he had to deny that expansion, or that hatchery. Ooh, and herO's going for a very aggressive follow-up here, going for a Twilight Council. Okay, Zealots will be cleaned up. They're trading well. Good positioning here from herO, denying as much surface area as possible. herO will trade well against those Lings. Adepts, they shade in, and they deny any mining at the natural base. And again, behind this is looking like Glaive Adepts, but we'll see what herO commits to. Again, on the flip side, Dark is a very aggressive Zerg player. Likewise, herO is a very aggressive Protoss player as well. Unlike some of the other top-tier Protosses, I'm talking about like Max Pax and Showtime and Classic, herO is very fond of Glaives whenever he can get away with it. We'll see if it's going to be Glaives or a Dark Shrine. We have options. Still only have our second gateway on the way. herO, he can still invest in either direction. And there it is. It is going to be a Dark Shrine opener. DT's on the way for herO. The Lings are going to try and punish this Stalker. Oh, they're going to surround. No shield battery. The Stalker is going to get picked up. A nice catch from Dark. Meanwhile, the the Overlord goes in, does get eyes on the Twilight Council and the Dark Shrine as well. herO should know that he got scouted, but the power of a DT opener isn't necessarily in the DTs, it is in the Archons. Archon drop afterwards can also do a lot of damage, it can trade very well. Adepts are going to be threatening a Shade. And they do not commit, just threatening that natural. Also, I did hear it during as we were covering some of these games. So here we go. We do have the Queens even looking to waddle out, trying to catch these adepts. But a big shout out to Babi Dada DADA. Thank you so much for tipping $6.90. Nice, $6.90. I love your cast. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the tip, the donation. Gracias. Gracias. We always do appreciate it. As the Adepts are going to be dealt with, DTs are waddling on in, but we have detection. We have spores in every single base, both in the main, the natural, and the third. The Dark Templar can still get damage done, don't get me wrong, and they do head towards that natural. They go straight for the drones. Oh my god, and so many workers are going down. The Lings are out of position. 12, 15. This is too much. 15 workers fall here. herO taking a massive economic lead, and Dark, he's in a lot of trouble. 15 drones. Dark, his Lings were out of position. He was forced to engage. And even though there was detection, all he could do was just watch and see the DTs kill him at the natural base. And Dark, he's droning. I was going to say that this should force an all-in out of Dark. That's usually what happens. But he doesn't have an economy to go all in. He's just stuck droning. Doesn't really have a lot of tech either. The Lair's still on the way. Adepts, they shade in. They don't kill any workers, but they deny mining it. God, that's all they really have to do. That's all they need to do. We have more Archons on the way. First Archon is morphed in. Second Archon in production. Behind this, herO is working towards what looks to be a 2-base all-in. Immortal production, charge on the way, +1. herO doesn't have to expand, but he should be looking to take a third. He's only working on 5, 6 gateways. Yeah, 6 gates. That's a lot of gates. The Archons dip in. Merry Christmas. Vishovich Svat? Something like that. Yeah, kind of. Merry Christmas in Polish. Merry Christmas. Do have the prison dipping into the main as well. We've already done plenty of economic damage. We're just trading with the army. We want a roach if possible. Let's transfuse. Oh, a bit of miscontrol out of herO losing one of his Archons. That should not have happened. One Archon does go down. Spire is on the way. Bold move here from Dark, but honestly, Dark has to do something crazy to catch back up. To claw his way back into this game, we have to do something wild, and the wild thing is going to be Mutas. Mutas are going to be on the way for Dark. Link's going to be harassing, but herO is pushing. He's going to be reinforcing with his Prism. I'm loving the positioning here of the Spore. But herO, he's pushing right down the middle. And what do we have to defend? We have a handful of Roaches. We have 3 Ravagers on the way. The Queens are being brought forward. I'm loving the wall of Spores. Zoning away that Prism. And can herO pull this off? Can he break Dark here and now? He's up to 3 Immortals. Oh my god, the Force Fields, they slice up the army. The Queens go down almost instantly. The Zealots are getting into the mineral line as well, and herO, he's snowballing out of control. He's getting on top of the army. Dark, he was thinking about he wanted to get into Mutas, but alas, can he survive that long? Boys are being pulled into Archons. It looks like we're holding. We are barely holding on here. We do get on top of the army, get on top of the Archons. 1 Immortal goes down. The Wiles, they take down the Prism. But that wasn't an easy trade. Dark, he lost 17 drones. Almost every worker in that mineral line went down. But he's cleaning up the Immortals. They get a good trade. Kind of. Kind of a good trade here as herO will be losing the rest of his Zealots. Behind this, getting into Disruptors. And Dark would love to invest into Mutas, but he doesn't have the best economy behind this. He needs a little bit more here, a little bit more gas, a little bit more minerals. Looking at the battle report, okay, the trades. herO lost 3 Immortals, 2 Archons, and a Gateway Army. 17 drones, 24 roaches. herO, he traded well. Didn't kill his opponents, but did cripple Dark again. Now Dark is going to be investing into those mutas. We have 6 mutas on the way. They have potential for damage. Blink, not even halfway done. Without Blink, it's going to be difficult to keep up. We don't have any sack defense. No cannons, no shield batteries in any of these mineral lines. herO, he is not ready for mutas. He is not expecting mutas. He didn't scout them. But now he does. Hallucinations, they do come across those mutas. herO immediately responding, getting in position. Shield batteries are on the way. A quick reaction out of herO, but is it fast enough? As they slip into the main, but Stalkers are in position. Really good foresight here from herO. Does lose 3 workers, but the natural is exposed. And Dark gets into the natural waste. At the same time, we have roaches denying the 4th. Only 4 probes, though. Again, because herO was able to warp in, was able to get ready with those shield batteries, he minimizes his losses. herO only losing 4 workers, which means herO is still ahead in the economy. On the one hand, Dark does have more drones, slightly, true, but ideally, the Zerg player wants to be up in bases and up in workers, and Dark is even. hero's in a better position. Disruptors are on the way. We're doubling down on mutas. We have +1 air attack, and Dark is still pumping out nothing but mutas. It's all about the muta. And again, there's a lot of value in mutas, but oh, we do lose 1. Mutas, they can snowball out of control if you get enough of them. If you do hit critical mass of mutas, you can go toe-to-toe and shut down these Stalkers. But herO, he's reinforcing with Archons. That does make things a little bit more complicated. Archons in this situation are going to be ideal. If they can engage with the Mutalisks, then Archons are going to just shut them down. But here we go, Dark trying to catch these Stalkers. How many mutas? 19! Soon to be 21. 21 mutas are on the way. Dark avoids the main army, going for a big counterattack. Going for the mineral line, and he has enough to shut down the shield batteries, the Stalkers, and we're going for a base trade. A full-on base trade here. It's the only way here for Dark. Show us the Novas. Miles not quite going to be connecting. Disruptors pushing forward as well. The Roaches are doing what they can. They're going to be able to get one of the Archons. Big pickoff. Every dead Archon makes it that much easier for the mutas to engage. But as I say that, the mutas are forced back. They get a mineral line. They get 19 probes. But that may not be enough. As herO, he's breaking into the natural. Good force field as well. Keeping the ground army of the Nova! Massive Nova on the ramp. Oh my god. The force fields are clutch. Keeping Dark back. GG gets called, and herO will take a 2-0 lead in the finals. GG. GG, well played. Again, really good force fields and overall really solid play out of herO. Again, herO, he just had such a strong start as well, going for those Dark Templar. Remember, the Dark Templar, they killed 15 drones. 15 workers went down instantly to those Dark Templar. With that, herO was ahead. He followed that up with an Immortal push, which did cripple the economy for a second time for Dark. And the Hail Mary play for Dark was mutas. That was like the base trade was the best case scenario, the only way for Dark to maybe get a win. But even then, herO was in control. herO had plenty to defend, and Dark couldn't really commit to the base trade that he initiated. Could not commit. And now herO is 1 game away. 1 game away from becoming this week's ESL Open Cup Asia champion. Uno más. 1 more is all he needs. Meanwhile, when it comes to the Asia qualifier, looks like it's still underway, thankfully. There's still a lot of matches ongoing here, and hopefully we're able to catch some of those matches down the line. But for now, we're continuing our grand finals, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Solaris, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg. The Red Zerg player going for a 12 pool. We're doubling down Representing CranKy Gaming, DKZ, it is Dark. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss, the blue Protoss player also representing CranKy Gaming. They are teammates. DKZ, it is herO. herO, he gets across the map with the probe scout. Meanwhile, Dark is committing. He's going for a 12 pool alongside a proxy hatch. The drone makes it look like he's looking to expand elsewhere, but herO, he goes into the main and he does confirm the 12 pool. Very important scout here by herO. Gets eyes on the 12 pool. Now he's going to be confirming that there is no expansion, and back at home he's walling off 2-gate opener. Oh my god, herO with the hard counter. Instead of going for a gate expand, he's going for a 2-gate opener instead. Very defensive. He's walling off. The drone arrives. We're going to try to commit here to the proxy hatch. So with this hatchery, we're going to try to reduce surface area, or trying to make it a little bit more awkward and make it a little bit easier to engage and get on top of these gateways. I say reduce surface area, have more available surface area here for the zone. Lings are arriving. First Zealot is coming out, and we'll see if herO can hold on. He sends his Zealot out. He's crazy. Oh my god. Alright, it's a full wall, of course. Just realized. It is a full wall. We join up with the probe to help support that Zealot. So far, good control out of herO, avoiding the surround. Oh my god, I love it. Just body blocking with the probe, trading so well. Eventually, the Zealot will fall, but he traded as best as he could, and he will clean this up. He cleans up all the Lings. Shield batteries on the way, Adepts as well. A solid start for herO. He killed 6 Lings with 1 Zealot. Here, Dark, he's trying to trade well, but he's losing too much. Too much momentum here. Dark, he's trying to transition, expanding back at home. He lost every single Ling. And here come the Adepts. The Adept is going to have a bit of a harder time, but the shield battery is finishing. And the shield battery will keep the Adept alive. And Dark, he's just bleeding out units. We still have more Lings on the way. Spine Crawler as well. But the Adept, there we go, getting within range of the shield battery. Second Adept racing back home as well. I don't know if this Spine Crawler is going to finish, to be honest. It's going to be close. We have 3, soon to be 4 Adepts. There's no way, there's no shot. The Queen is coming out. The Queen will help. We're getting so much DPS done here on this. Queen focusing down the Adept. We force a cancel. And the Adepts are going across the map. herO, he's going for the kill move. What do we have at home to defend it? No Queens! No Queens to defend. herO, he's shading in, and he's looking to close out this series, to close out this game. We go for the surround. Good stutter stepping from herO. Avoiding those Lings, avoiding the drones. He's going to be pinned into a corner. But these are good trades for the Protoss. Across the map, 1 gateway did fall in the main base. We have a robo on the way. Shield battery. Looks like herO, he's prepared to lose control of the low ground. As he kills 9 workers, GG gets called. There is no economy left. And herO easily defends against the 12 pool, defends against the proxy hatch, and herO is going to be this week's ESL Open Cup Asia champion. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. Congratulations to herO for taking the series in the end, for getting the 3-0, a solid performance out of herO. And this tracks. If you're familiar with these two players, you would know that herO and Dark, they face off a lot. They face off very often in these online tournaments, and herO is favored. herO is usually the one to come out on top and to close things out. GG, well played. A very solid performance there out of herO, and yeah, it does assert its dominance once again in this matchup, at least. In this matchup. And with that, we have crowned our champion. We have our first matchup here in the books. Our first event for tonight in the books here as we wrap up ESL Open Cup Asia, but we have more to come. We have plenty more available here as I'm just trying to make sure that I have eyes on our players. With that does conclude ESL Open Cup Asia, our first weekly EPT weekly of the week. We have Europe in a couple of hours, and we have NA in like 12 hours time. So going to be a pretty intense day of StarCraft. And what I meant earlier is the fact that we still have more StarCraft to come. We still have another matchup. Still have another matchup here. Oh. herO. We still have Masters Coliseum. The Masters Coliseum qualifiers are upon us, and we're getting ready for our next series, actually. Oh boy. So we're going to be going on a short break. I need to very quickly set up overlays. And titles, and I need to change everything. Congratulations to herO. Again, just proving his mettle here, proving his might as he does take the win. Meanwhile, Masters Coliseum qualifiers have begun today. We have the Asia qualifiers. Tomorrow, I think, is Korea. We have like the Korea, Europe, America. Every region has its own qualifiers for a big premier tournament. The Masters Coliseum number 7. I'm going to be quickly going on a short break, and when we return, we have the semifinals of Masters Coliseum, the Asia qualifier. It's going to be Firefly versus Nice in a PvP. Then after that, we have a qualifying match. So we will see you guys in a couple of minutes while I get ready. See you soon.